Welcome to this video on CRDTs, or conflict-free replicated data types. This is part of our distributed system series. In this video, we'll explore how modern applications like Google Docs and Slack handle data across multiple computers without conflicts. By the end, you'll understand the technology that makes collaborative apps work seamlessly. Let's start with the core challenge. In distributed systems, we face several problems. When computers are spread across different locations, networks can go down unexpectedly. Communication takes time. Multiple users can update the same data simultaneously. And when this happens, we get conflicting states. Traditional solutions require a central authority to decide which update wins, but this slows everything down and creates single points of failure. A CRDT, or conflict-free replicated data type, solves this problem. It's a special data structure designed to be copied across many computers while automatically resolving conflicts without needing any coordinator. Think of it as a data type that is replicable across systems, convergent meaning all copies eventually agree on the same state, and coordination-free meaning no central server is needed. The conflicts resolve themselves. CRDTs work based on eventual consistency. Unlike strong consistency, where all copies must always agree, eventual consistency allows temporary disagreement. Different replicas can have different data briefly, but here's the magic. They automatically converge to the same state over time without any central coordination. This is the key difference. You get speed, scalability, and resilience by accepting temporary inconsistency that resolves itself. CRDTs rely on three core concepts. First, unique identifiers. Each replica has a unique ID so we can distinguish operations from different sources. Second, timestamps and ordering. Operations are tracked with logical clocks or timestamps to understand causality and which operation happened first. Third, commutative operations. This means operations can be applied in any order and still reach the same final result. Order doesn't matter because the result is the same. There are two main approaches to building CRDTs. Operation-based CRDTs transmit the operations themselves. When you insert text in a collaborative document, that insertion operation gets sent to other replicas which apply it in causal order. State-based CRDTs transmit the entire state or just the changes. Instead of sending operations, you send snapshots of the data, and replicas merge these states together. Both approaches achieve the same result through different mechanisms. Here are some real examples of CRDTs you encounter regularly. Counters track numeric values and can be incremented or decremented by multiple replicas, automatically converging to the correct total. Text CRDTs power collaborative editors, handling ordered insertions for seamless simultaneous editing. Sets allow adding and removing elements from a collection while automatically resolving conflicts. These are just a few examples. Many more exist. Let's see how CRDTs handle conflicts. Imagine replica A updates a value. Then the network breaks and replica B updates the same value. Normally, this creates a conflict, but CRDTs have a deterministic merge function. When replicas reconnect, this function automatically reconciles both updates without human intervention. The merge function always produces the same result regardless of which update is seen first. Conflicts are resolved automatically and consistently. CRDTs power many applications you use daily. Collaborative editing platforms like Google Docs and Figma let multiple people edit simultaneously. Messaging apps like WhatsApp and Slack sync messages across your devices offline first. Distributed databases like Cassandra and DynamoDB use CRDTs to replicate data across data centers. And offline-first mobile apps use CRDTs so you can work without internet and sync automatically when you reconnect. CRDTs aren't perfect. They come with trade-offs. First, memory overhead. CRDTs require storing metadata like timestamps and unique identifiers, increasing storage requirements. Second, network bandwidth. Transmitting metadata and operation histories consumes more bandwidth than traditional approaches. Third, complexity. Implementing CRDTs correctly requires deep understanding of distributed systems and causality. These challenges exist, but are well worth it for the benefits of automatic conflict resolution and coordination-free operation. Let's recap what we learned. CRDTs enable eventual consistency, allowing temporary disagreement that automatically resolves. They come in operation-based and state-based flavors. They provide automatic conflict resolution without any central coordinator, and these properties are why they matter. CRDTs enable highly scalable systems that work across the globe. They power offline-first applications that sync seamlessly. They're resilient to network failures. And most importantly, they provide a better user experience. CRDTs are the foundation of modern distributed systems that work seamlessly across the world.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.